Welcome back to another episode of the Heating Up podcast. This week, it's just another Sara and Mike show. We nailed it last week. We were able to get the episode up and live, so we're back, running it back again this week. We have a lot to talk about today. Starting it off, Tottenham wins the Europa League. We're going to get deep dive into that, some soccer analysis, because this is huge, honestly. Following that, we're going to hit NBA conference finals, some great games with both Eastern and Western Conference. I guess a little bit of the Western, mostly the Eastern Conference Finals. Some NFL news and updates because we just can't wait for football season to start. Going to cover a little PGA with the recap of the PGA Championship. And as always, close things out with Heat Check. So thanks for listening and let's get into it.
Hello, friends. I'm Jim Nance, and I'll welcome you to a tradition unlike any other.
He's heating up!
How about this, Cowboys? Yeah!
He's on fire! Cristiano Ronaldo! Sensational! Boom shakalaka!
You believe in miracles? Yes!
There it goes! See ya!
He's heating up!
Trying to get open, fires away!
Fire! It's over! The Bulls win it at the buzzer! He's on fire!
Touchdown! Unbelievable!
Alrighty, as promised, leading off this week, we have some big soccer news here, Mike. I don't know if
Huge.
you've been watching. Have you been watching?
Living and dying by it.
Living and dying. So as we all know, Sasha is not here. So Mike and I, we're just going to have to cover it all. And we have big news, like we said. Tottenham wins the Europa League.
1-0.
Wow. 1-0. Great win, it sounds like. And yeah, I think that's all we got on it.
That's it. That was talking soccer.
Great. Checked off. Now we're on to some real sports, dare I say. NBA Conference Finals. Let's start off. Do we want to go with the exciting or the least exciting conference here?
Do the Thunder, because I'm afraid the Knicks rant is going to go really long. We'll lose our Thunder audience.
Okay. All right. So we're going to start off Thunder Timberwolves. Thunder are up 1-0. Game 2 is tonight at the time of this recording. SGA, MVP. He showed it, I guess. Played very well in Game 1. The Thunder, though, I think biggest takeaway from this win, their defense. Just absolutely suffocating. I love that style of basketball. I think it's fun to watch. I know some people out there aren't huge fans of Shea being a free throw merchant, as some are saying, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have anything. I don't have a problem with it.
In a league of floppers, he's no different.
Exactly. It's just he's obviously in the face right now, making it to the conference finals and winning the MVP. Maybe the microscope's a little bit more there on it, but hey, they're, like I said, defensively winning these games with or without that, honestly. So I don't know what to take away for the Timberwolves. They just didn't look very good. Overall.
Julius Randle is the best player on that team, and that makes no sense to me right now. I don't understand it. They're not going to win that way. I'll tell you that.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. He can't be the best player on that team and have them play winning basketball. And he wasn't even that great in Game 1. A lot of turnovers. He had some trouble with control there.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's Julius Randle. He just does spin moves into nowhere and throws the ball away. That is why he can't be your best player. He could be your second best player. But Rudy Gobert just either looks awesome or he's horrendous, and I can't understand how he's so good. Like, he's the most hot and cold guy in the league to me. And Anthony Edwards, I don't know, man. He's giving me, like, he's got a lot of Jimmy Butler in him. Like,
I was just thinking that. He's been very quiet too, as he should be right now.
As Jimmy Butler tends to be. Well, that's the thing. It's like they talk a lot when it's playoff Jimmy and when Anthony Edwards drops 40, and it's like, and then he has games and it's like, how are you not shooting the ball more? Like, dude, I get he's like 22. And so he's early to the stage, but
yeah.
I mean, that's not how he built himself. He built himself as somebody who was like coming for it.
Yeah, and I mean, the Thunder
Shoot the
are
ball.
very young as well, too. Like, it's not like he's playing a highly experienced team here. So I feel like it's just, I don't know. I feel like we're going to hear it from him if they win a game and he goes off, which they'll win one in this series. I don't think we're
Will they?
nearing a sweep. I don't think we're nearing a sweep.
Okay.
I don't think so. Just with the way the Thunder have been up and down. We saw the series against the Nuggets. I don't think, but I do think the Thunder take it handedly. I think maybe it's a 1-win series here for the Wolves.
Yeah, I mean, it needs to change fast. Edwards needs to figure out. I mean, they're doing a really good job defending him. Yeah, they're sending doubles. They're crowding the paint when he drives, so he's going to have to hit some threes. Again, they got to figure out Gobert. This could become a series where he's not playable.
Yeah.
And then, then it's got to be a lot more on Mike Conley, who I think is washed. DiVincenzo can't miss 100 threes. It's the thing. The thing with the Thunder is it's Alex Caruso is like his arms. I feel like get an inch longer every time I see him out there. He's like, he is fucking everywhere.
He's their X factor. I literally said that to my brother before the last game. I was like, he's the ultimate X factor for them this entire playoffs, honestly. If he produces offensively for them, that's a bonus. But him just out there defensively, just hustle ward, bring, like, he's just that flip the switch kind of guy. When he comes in, it's like that energy burst that they need. And you can tell he just wants this championship, I feel like, so bad. I think he does have a title.
Was he on that Laker team? No. He was on the bubble Lakers?
He might have. If it is
that really a title?
I was gonna say. So we don't even know if it's an actual title.
Asterisk.
He wants it. I mean, I feel like he makes everyone else on the court better just by the energy and like how tenacious he is out there.
He's one of like a handful of all-time people that I think is able to affect a game with his defense. Like it's like he's playing against people who aren't NBA players with ball handling and he's guarding from 1 to 5. I mean, he guarded Jokic. He guards everybody. And it's like him. I was talking about it earlier. Kawhi Leonard, Scottie Pippen, Dikembe Mutombo. Like he's at that level to me of like, this guy is just totally, he comes in and when he's like in that zone can just totally affect a Western Conference Finals team's offense. Yep. It's unbelievable.
He can come in and there's a 10-point swing immediately. Just because they're able to get stops. Steal.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's great. It's a weapon for them to have coming off the bench, like, because you just know you can press that button when you need it, and even when you don't need him, he's obviously getting in. But like to know you have that, when maybe you feel like the game's getting away, or you want to set the tone before the end of a quarter or half. I mean, that's literally their X factor there. So it's been fun to watch. I mean, I don't really have too much else more from this series other than hopefully, for the sake of my brother, who is going to want to come on if the Thunder win and head on to the finals. So we'll get him on for that. But
I think we're going to have him on then.
I think we might too. I'll tell him to get ready. Hopefully next week.
Listen, this game was, I mean, it was tight, and then all of a sudden it wasn't. And that's what playing the Thunder is like. The Nuggets did an amazing job, and that's that championship DNA, and like having won it, like they had that fight in them. But like when the Thunder get going, and they can turn it, and it's like with their defense, it's like they can move a 16-point swing like they did in that third quarter in like 5 minutes. It's over.
Yep.
And you can't play from way behind on them because of their defense.
No.
Yeah.
Because you could have several minutes without a basket, which obviously is not ideal. So yeah, they tend to have the slow start, I feel like, and then wait until something like, they just pressure you enough and get you enough where they're able to have one of those defensive stands for several like possessions in a row. And that's when it happens there. And usually late second half or like third.
Yeah. And we'll see if the refs swallow the whistle a little bit with SGA and like how he reacts to that. But like that whole first half, I mean, he was, I think, like 1 for 10 from the floor. Like if they're not calling the fouls and he's not also making shots because he's foul baiting, the Timberwolves can get back in it. I mean, if they go down 2-0, I know it's series doesn't start till someone wins a game at home, but they need to steal one tonight. I love Anthony Edwards. I think like the sky is the limit. I just don't like how he's Jimmy Butlering, and Jimmy Butler, one of the greatest playoff performers ever, and then all of a sudden we'll also have games where he scores 6 points. I don't get it.
And it's a detriment to the team because they're obviously taking a ton of shots.
You're built around Anthony Edwards. Yeah. It's like trying to drive a car without, a steering wheel. Like he's your steering wheel.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. But on to the more exciting conference here. Eastern Conference Finals. Coming off an all-time playoff game last night. Knicks up the Pacers up 1-0 on the Knicks. If you watched just the first, I don't know.
If you fell asleep.
Plus, maybe like me and fell asleep, you'd think the Knicks won this game, but they did not. The Pacers. I mean, you watched this entirety. I watched the highlights today because I was asleep, but the highlights were still incredible. This game, I mean, Knicks fans, I wish Sasha was here to check in on and see how he's doing on this one.
I was texting with him out in Vietnam, this guy on his 7-month vacation. he could only follow it on Gamecast, and yet still somehow was ahead of my YouTube TV. So I'm a little frustrated with YouTube TV. So he's not happy, but he's all about Sasha's soccer first. So he was enjoying the Tottenham whatever league that we're not talking about it again, but he was excited about that. And also, I just think by not watching it, he didn't truly feel what was. I thought personally the 13-second Buffalo Bills loss is the worst loss of my life, and I hope to God every day that stays the worst, because anything worse than that, I think I die. But this tops it as like the worst. I've never seen a team. I've never seen this, and I have some stats to back up that I've never seen this, and nobody's ever seen it. The Knicks were up 14 points with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. Mm-hmm. Teams up 14 points with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. How many times do you think they've lost, Sarah?
Very less than 5% of it.
I'll tell you. I'll give you. How about this? I'll tell you how many times it's happened, and you can guess.
Okay.
It's happened 978 times. Teams have been up by 14 or more with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. How many times do you think they blew it?
Less than 5.
Okay, you're right. It's never happened in the history of the NBA. Never. So now it's 977-1. They were up. The Knicks were then up 9 points with 1 minute left. I'm going to tell you how many times, and you guess. Mm-hmm. It's happened 1,414 times. 1,414 times. How many times do you think teams have blown it?
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say never.
It's never happened until last night.
Wow.
I in the moment, everybody, we were all like, I've never been so shocked ever. And I watched the Bills lose a game in 13 seconds. Mm-hmm. This was crazier.
Yeah.
Aaron Nesmith, I don't know what the fuck happened. I think, do you think they like sacrificed Jim Irsay like that afternoon, like killed him in like some sort of devil worshiping thing to get the Pacers to win this game?
There was something extra going on here that was helping the Pacers out or taking the Knicks down. Whatever it was, I don't know.
I think they killed Jim Irsay.
It's possible.
R.I.P. Aaron Nesmith made 6 threes in the last 5 minutes of the game. No one's ever made 6 threes in a fourth quarter of a playoff game before.
He just blacked out there. That's ultimate.
20 points in the fourth quarter. That's the most ever in any player ever in the fourth quarter of a playoff game. Ever. Aaron Nesmith, everybody. What? Like, the Knicks were up when he started making his threes. There was under 5 minutes left. The score was 113-98. Under 5 minutes left. That's like turn the TV off, get ready to go to brush your teeth, go to bed. It was 116-102 with 3 minutes and 23 seconds left.
How many people do you think went to bed and missed like the greatest playoff collapse of all time? A lot. Very high percentage.
Tons. And literally the only reason I always like to see it through, because I like to hear them talk after, because I feel like I'm a real, psychiatrist, and I'm going to be able to know what's going to happen next just based on their attitude. And by the way, I did do that. The Pacers Tyrese Halliburton is that guy.
What a turnaround from him. Like going into this playoff, overrated player in the league, all of that. And then he has just proven himself like absolute next level, clutch gene. He's
that shot was ridiculous.
Right, he's unstoppable right now. Ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. And his interview after, he was like so calm. And I texted Sasha and I was like, it's a problem.
This is scary.
I'm like, he's not even that hyped about it. He was just like, I thought it was a 3 or I wouldn't have did the choke sign. I would have saved it for later. And I was like, oh, fuck.
Yikes.
Uh-oh. Like, he's not afraid at all. And that whole sequence of him running back out to the 3 and shooting, like, insane. Just the level of difficulty, the everything. Yeah, did he double dribble there? Yeah, he definitely did. But whatever. I've never. I don't know. Tons of game-winning, game-tying shots. I've never seen one. I'd have to really think about it, but that's got to be up there, top 5 of the wildest game-winning shots. tying.
Everything building up to it and everything, it has to be almost 1-1 at that point.
And the Knicks, you could just see their brain breaking. Like the play before, Brunson like allowed himself to get trapped in the corner on the inbound from the baseline and just like huck the ball wildly, trying to throw it off a Pacers guy, and they just happened to get it to go to Anunoby.
Right, chaotic.
And then they come out of the timeout in overtime, just different segments where their brains were breaking, and they were down 1, and it's like foul, and they let Obi Toppin just get it on the baseline and dunk it. And everybody was standing around looking at each other. And I feel bad because sadly, I've seen it with the Bills, and I've seen it with other teams. I watch Aaron Judge, something with New York teams, Aaron Judge dropping that fly ball, and the look, the 1,000-yard stare.
Yep, we've talked about the Dak Prescott, Josh Allen look where
it's like, oh, shit. Oh, no.
Things are not good when they zoom in on that.
And it's funny. It's like they all seem to move in like a little bit more frenetically if you watch. Like they're all just a little jitterier, and that's when it's like there's going to be a problem. And no matter how many timeouts they had, it could not. They did. That's it. They were just caught. They were in the suck. Yeah. Like I thought there was a 0% chance they were going to win in overtime. Did you think? No way. No way.
No, I feel like it has to be a concerning loss for the Knicks as well. Obviously, just the way that it happened, like energy, mojo, definitely in the direction of the Pacers here. But also, I mean, Brunson was great. Huge game.
40 points.
Karl-Anthony Towns was
35.
Literally incredible. Like that's what they need to win these games is him putting up big numbers. And they lost with those two.
75 points combined. 75 points combined.
From those two. Like you tell me they put up those numbers and they lost that game. I would have a hard time believing it, but they did.
They had to bench Brunson in the fourth quarter because he had a lot of dumb fouls. He ended up with 5 fouls, and he had to take a prolonged break, and that was probably killing Thibodeau. Yeah. The Knicks went on a 16-0 run without Brunson on the court.
Yeah, everyone was playing
in the fourth quarter and lost this fucking game.
Like what could, aside from not collapsing, what do they pinpoint as the problem other than the moment was too big for that?
The ghost of Jim Irsay. I don't know. The Knicks jerseys, are they cursed? They kind of are cursed here. Yeah,
there's definitely something holding them back.
The Reggie Miller thing happened in the first game. I feel really bad. I had 2 friends at the game, and I was like, damn, they spent a lot of money to watch that. Yikes.
Hurts. Heading home after that one probably hurt very badly.
I don't know how with the way the Pacers, so they play like 10, 11 guys, which is unheard of. It's really like abnormal in the playoffs. And so they're inevitably more rested. Like that's allows them to play at this pace and tempo that they do. The Knicks play 7 players. Their bench is Miles McBride and center. Him. Oh my God. Well, we'll skip it. You know who it is. I'm an idiot, and that's just the way I am. And they played a little bit of all right, now I'm just looking it up because my brain is listen, this game really messed me up. It's all I've been able to think about. Sorry, Mitchell Robinson. Thank you. And they played 10 minutes. To put that in perspective, the Pacers played Obi Toppin, Bryant, TJ McConnell, Benedict Mathurin, and Shepard all played over 5 minutes or over 10 minutes. The Knicks played 3 guys. To put all that effort in, to get that lead, to blow that lead, to blow it at home, the biggest game in New York in 20 years, the emotional blow. Now you talk about the physical blow. They play tomorrow. I know the way New York crowds are. It's like I've been to Yankee games where it's like they're down in a series and it's like they're kind of just ready to turn on their own team. Yeah. That you're going to be able to feel it in the air at Madison Square Garden. I don't know how you win that game. Yeah. And saying that in the way my streak of gambling is going, they're going to win. But they're 5.5 point favorites, which is crazy.
If they don't win, it's over.
It's over. It's
Series
over. Yeah. They just did that to the Celtics. Yeah. They literally just got nixed. Yeah. Do you know that no team has come the record, and I'm going to be off on this, but it's something like over 1,000 games teams have been like over 1,000 up 7 points with under a minute left it's like 1,400 whatever, and 4 teams, 4 losses. The Pacers have caused 3 of those losses all time this postseason.
Yeah, that's just like
what the fuck?
Something is just going their way, and you can't deny that. Like what do you do about it if you're the Knicks? I don't know. That's the problem. That's the most concerning point here. Is I don't know what the Knicks zone in on as the culprit to fix them, but prevent this from happening again.
And they play tomorrow. It's not like there's no time to gather yourself.
No.
I feel really bad. If they had just lost, it would have been different. Oh my God.
A heartbreaking loss for sure.
It's crazy. And Tyrese Halliburton, if everybody listening here, if you listen for a lot of the football stuff, watch these games start to finish. This is something else. And having Reggie Miller calling it is just even more just like listening to him be like, ho, the threes are going in. I'm like, I fucking hate Reggie Miller. And it's sad. It's sad. I'm getting like Bills flashbacks. It's really sad. I hope they pull it out. Karl Anthony Towns wasn't an idiot in this game. He's probably going to be an idiot out tomorrow. He's due for an idiot game.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't know what they do.
I
don't know how you can play any better.
I'm a little worried it's going to be like Brunson trying to do too much. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like he's going to come out and be like, I need to right the ship. I need to fix this here. And it's like, he's great, but when he's
unbelievable.
To do too much, it's not what they need from him. You know what I mean? Like, you got to let the other guys going. You got to get the other guys going, especially if he gets into foul trouble, things like that. I don't know. And
he had a lot of turnovers in this game. He was trying to do too much already.
Yeah, well, it's going to be next level, I feel like. Game
This
2.
is it. This is the drawback of New York. It's like you play for the city, but then like the weight, the pressure that is on these players to perform is like outrageous. I don't know how they play a better game. Now I think, maybe they don't play a better game and they just only have an 8-point lead with 4 minutes left and just don't fucking blow it and you'll be okay.
Yeah. Or come from behind, maybe. Or come from behind.
Yeah. Let them. Yeah. Stop. Don't shoot for the first quarter.
Yeah.
Get down, get in the mud where they like to be.
Yep. We'll see.
I don't know how they play any better. I don't know. God, this is why we're not pro athletes, because I would just pick it up. I'd be like, I'm done.
I'm done. I'm embarrassed.
See you next year. I'm rich. Yeah. I'm going on vacation.
Yeah. No, it was good.
I didn't see Timothy Chalamet. I think I put the blame on John Hamm. John Hamm was heavily featured courtside.
I saw like pictures online of Chalamet there, but maybe he wasn't on.
He was there? I didn't see him once. Oh, good.
I saw pictures, yeah. He was there. He was in the building.
Was Ben Stiller? Did you see Ben Stiller?
He was with him. They were together.
They were together?
That's what I saw, yeah. I don't know if they sat together, but what the picture I saw online was them sitting next to
Did he break up with the Kardashian for Ben Stiller?
Maybe. He might break up with her after this. He might just be so devastated. If
She's probably going to dump him.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like
start dating the world's biggest Pacer fan. Who's that?
I don't know.
Larry Bird? I don't even...
Yeah, I don't know. Hard
Caitlin Clark.
I was just thinking Caitlin Clark. That's all I can think of there. So
yeah, somehow this is Caitlin Clark's fault. Just remember that. Anything that bad happens in the world, it's probably something Caitlin Clark did.
We can point it back there. She's giving them her energy there. So
yep,
should be good. Should be a couple of hopefully good game 2s that we have here. Game 1. I mean, that was, if the series ends though, that was an amazing game.
Going to be hard to top that. Going to be hard to top that. NBA really wants this to go 7.
I know.
Tinfoil hat people.
The Knicks are not getting swept. They're not. It's over it's over if they lose tomorrow, but they will not get swept. Like they'll pull out another game or something.
No, they will be able to like punch the Pacers and not get fouls called.
We'll know it's over, but they'll win a few. Like they'll win one or two.
Everybody will know. Yep.
Yep, for sure. So, well, moving on to some NFL news. Not too much going on this week other than Hard Knocks updates. Okay, I guess it's a big thing. First, Josh Allen's birthday, I think.
Not a lot going on. It's the greatest week of the year. Our savior, my king, Josh Allen. Happy birthday. Turns 29.
It's 29. That's a good
I know. It's his last year of his 20s. He's going to turn his dirty 30. He celebrate with a Lombardi trophy.
Yeah. He might want to win the big one before he goes into 30. So that's exciting. And then we also had Hard Knocks. I see you have some notes on that. I do too.
Yeah. The Buffalo Bills are going to be on Hard Knocks, everybody. That's amazing for me. I mean, I don't really know what that does for you guys. It's amazing for me.
No, I feel like that's good for the people overall. We've had some kind of bad teams lately, or just not exciting teams, I guess.
Ever. There's never been a good team.
Yeah, the Cowboys are never on it, so that is true. But
Yep. Oh, good.
segueing
Very
into
good.
that, the NFC East is going to be the in-season Hard Knocks, which is very exciting. I did enjoy watching. Last year was the AFC North, right? And yeah,
Was it? I don't watch any of the in-season stuff.
I liked watching it, but then if you fell behind, it was not fun to watch because then you were kind of watching games that like something has happened, another game has happened since then. You got to be very real time while you're watching it, like during the week.
It goes on for the whole season?
No, it's just like last year I think they started it about halfway through. I'm not sure exactly when it starts this year. I will have to look, but they definitely didn't start it right from the beginning because I think they don't overlap it with the regular Hard Knocks. Like they try and kind of build into it. But yeah, should be exciting. Signs that football is coming, that we're getting these updates. So that's great. Another big update this week, the Tush Push lives to see another season. Despite the Packers and a bunch of other teams' efforts, I guess more were in favor of keeping it. The Bills, where do you stand on this? Because I know the Bills have been thrown around in this discussion quite a bit.
We've been pushing that tush. And with a tush like that, I mean, you got to push it. All right, that sounded all right. Cut that. Yeah, I'm fine with it. I don't care. Yeah. Figure out. There's a way to stop these things. I mean, the Chiefs stopped us. Let's stop. Well, sort of. Chiefs and the refs stopped us. Stop it. Figure it out.
Yeah, that's my take. You would think I would want it banned as an anti-Eagles fan, but I like
it seems like a football play.
It's I don't no catastrophic injuries known to date. Like I think that's like the
nothing.
Angle a lot of people are taking here on it. And if it comes to that, then sure, whatever, player safety. And I'm sure at that point it will get banned if it's like the players, like in the NFLPA coming against like at it from a safety standpoint. But at this point, it just seems kind of petty. And so I don't want to give the Eagles that satisfaction of like them running a play so well that we had to ban it because that's all they'll ever talk about for eternity. So to me, it's fine. You know, it lives to see another season and find ways to stop it.
Don't let them get to 4th and 1.
Or get really good at it.
Or stop them on 1st and 2nd down.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, you can't run a tush push on 3rd and 11.
No. I'd like to see them try, but you can't.
Yeah, I'm sure they might. But it seems like a football play to me. The issue I have in regards to plays like that is it's at the ref's discretion as to when they blow plays dead.
Yeah.
Like I hate that with like when they deem forward progress is stopped.
Yeah.
Like and it's like subjective. Certain times they blow the whistle and it's like the guy's moving forward.
Right.
And other times they don't, and then it's like it's stopped, and then more people get into the scrum and the pile moves forward. So I wish they would more look at like some uniformity with those type of moving piles, whether that be at the tush push or when a receiver's fighting off tackles and then he's it's stopped at whatever, and then 5 other people start moving him forward.
Yeah.
It's like they got to figure out. So I just don't think they have that right. I've seen a lot of instances where it feels like that play can be used to help a team win a game.
Yeah, no, I think
but
that's
the tush push, it is what it is. Stop them on 1st and 2nd down.
Yeah.
That's it. There you go. No fucking tush push anymore.
Agreed.
That's it.
Yep. So and lastly, Bill Belichick. Congratulations are in order because I think that he's engaged to his 22-year-old girlfriend. 22, right?
Jordan.
Yep, Jordan Hudson. This has been a saga. We can't cover it all now because it's been we should have been covering it from the beginning if we were, because every day there is something new coming out from this relationship, and this is just the latest. And it's like if you Google it, it's insane. It's a wild story that I'm annoyed that I can't get my mind wrapped around like what is going on here. What
it's like a conservatorship. It's like it happens to the elderly from time to time.
I know, but like Bill Belichick, we all thought like I don't know, mentally, if you asked me if he was there and like not someone who has succumbed to this, I wouldn't pick him out of the crowd to be getting involved in something like this.
She's very hot. He's very old.
I feel like she has crazy eyes. Like you just like you look, she's one of those people like you see her and I'm like, she's crazy.
Yeah, but he's 71 and she's crazy and she wants to like, she's sleeping with him, I would assume.
I know.
He's probably like, whatever you want, babe. As from a guy's perspective, I don't know. I don't think he has. I know he's rich and all that, but he's not a looker. He's probably hadn't had a girl even half her age look at him, be into him. She's smart.
Yeah. No, she's playing her cards well here, for sure.
Listen, next thing you know, he's going to be like, we're not going to be able to see him. He's going to be at home, and that's going to be the end of it. That's what happens to these poor old men.
Coming out, like where it's just like him put in front of.
He's fine. He's fine, having a great time, but he hasn't given an interview in 24 months. He's no longer the coach of UNC.
That's what's going to be interesting, is what happens. Like, if at one point it sounded like he was not going to be potentially coaching for them this year. I think he probably is now, but it'll be interesting.
Maybe there's still ways to go here.
I know it is only May. We'll see.
There's a lot of talk that she was like maybe like an escort. That that was why they fought on that to not talk about how they met on that interview.
CBS interview.
Yeah.
I feel like when they first started dating, everyone heard about how they met on the plane, but that could have just been a story.
It sounds like a bullshit story, doesn't it?
Yeah, maybe someone like realized like why were these two sitting on a plane together? Like she's just like this 22-year-old girl, and it's Bill Belichick. Like
she's studying philosophy. Come on, okay,
yeah, makes sense. Wow, crazy.
There was I've seen a lot of things that seem to back up like he is a very rich man. She's a very attractive person without I don't think she had a career at that point, and was maybe part of like a high end. Right. You know, and those guys, I always hang out on their boats all summer. My philosophy friends. High end escort.
Wow.
Which I'm fine with. Look, live your life. Well, who are we to judge?
No,
guys won 7 Super Bowls, 6.
He's just
whatever.
Time. He's in his rebel phase in his 70s, and I
live it up.
It's funny. It's honestly so entertaining to watch, but we'll see. I'm sure more will have come out by the time we even record next week.
I hope not. I'm ready to be done with it, right? You still want to keep going?
I want the drama. I want to go into football season and like it somehow to like trickle into the Patriots somehow negatively.
Well, I would take that. That's fine. Yeah. But as long as if this takes away some of the Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift, you know what's coming, I'll be fine with that.
Yeah,
this could be the new relationship.
It's a breath of fresh air, really. So,
did you see really quick? This isn't in our notes. Did you see Travis Kelce out working out shirtless in Miami? Can you see this through the camera? Because we're not good at screen sharing. Hold on, come on, load.
It's very blurry, but I see him.
Come on, why is it coming up so bright? Hold on, it'll catch up. Oh.
What am I supposed to be seeing about him this
He's got the hairiest back on earth.
Ew, I don't want to see that.
Can you see it in there?
He looks very hairy to begin with his hair and his beard.
Look at that. Look at that.
Ew. That's the
yeah.
Wait, he looks like he might have gotten... Well, he actually had pretty good hair before, but his hair on his head looks very different. Yikes.
Yeah, well, he's got a really bad haircut.
It looks
not like I'm one to judge here. I'm not judging other guys. He's a very too many looks with Travis Kelce. Add that to the list of things I don't like about him.
Yeah, and it's intentional too. Like he takes it very. It's not just like he forgot.
To schedule
cut for a while, or like just told it like This is calculated.
He fights with Taylor Swift to get in some mirror time when they're getting ready to go out. Like she's like, Travis, enough. I got to get in there. I got to shower. Yeah. That back hair, that guy, I want him drug tested right now. That's steroids. That's some sort of pill or needle. It's disgusting. That's what his brother's back should look like. Imagine being that into your looks and then you have that. Like you're a millionaire. Somebody should be waxing that thing. Get it? Yeah. Can you laser hair remove that? That's a thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Gross. Shame on him.
Shame.
And you know what? That's not fair to Taylor.
I know. Poor girl. I mean,
it's oh my God. She deserves so much better. Should they break up? Are they? Yeah. Oh yeah. It's scheduled. I thought it was. Maybe it already is. Maybe he just let his back hair grow out because he's depressed.
Maybe.
From the breakup.
He's just like, I don't care. I can't go on anymore. But his hair looks like he's trying otherwise. So I don't know.
It's nasty. It's nasty.
That is gross.
I was not ready for that on my timeline.
I'm happy Sasha wasn't here to put it on the big screen because disturbing.
Yeah. He would have had it pulled up.
Yep.
Thank God he's away.
Thank God.
Thank God.
So, Closing it up before we get into some heat check. PGA, a little golf. We had the PGA Championship last weekend. Takeaways from this.
Scotty
Scheffler's really
Scheffler.
good.
He's Tiger Woods.
He can't be stopped. And he's just so young still. The fact that he's still in his 20s, like every time I hear that piece of information, is just like mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing.
He looks so old.
He always has looked old. Yeah, but he looks mature. He acts mature too. Like it's everything about him.
I know.
Just makes you think he's like mid to late 30s at least.
Yeah, he seems like a grown-up to me, and I am 9 years older than him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if I saw him, I'd be like, oh, look at this grown-up here. He's such a grown-up. I gotta make sure I behave myself.
Yeah, literally. That is the vibe he gives off. And I don't know, whether it's helping him play golf well or not, I don't know, but he doesn't need any help at this point because he's just that good.
Unbelievable. He's unbelievable. John Rahm blew it.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah. That's his MO lately, I feel like, which is fine. Like I'm not really
I think the Live Tour's just killed his career.
Yeah,
personally.
interestingly, like why? Kind of a lot of the guys though, when you think about it. Like
well, they only play
Brooks?
3 rounds. Yeah, it's a whole different. They're playing in shorts. There's like music playing, so it's like they're just. Golf is all about getting in that headspace.
Yeah, the mentality and the repetition and stuff like that. So, as we can see, the headspace also and the repetition. Rory McIlroy. There was a little driver controversy here. Right before
that's good. That was funny. Speaking of headspace,
yeah. Teeing off. Right before he tees off, his driver. He had to switch drivers because it was a non-conforming driver. Whatever that means, something with the angle above my head
cheating probably.
I don't know about that. I don't know, but he was forced to switch drivers. Then he went diva mode. Didn't talk to the media all week, which I love when Roy does that. Like he just is. I just love when he just brings this energy where it's just like sometimes he's like the perfect little PGA boy, like doing all his interviews and like speaking. And then other times he's just peeling out of the parking lot, not talking to the media, like having a temper tantrum silently.
He's very zesty.
He is. I love it. Golf needs more of it, honestly.
He's the Karl Anthony Towns of the PGA Tour.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's
oh my God.
When he did the spirit fingers when he won.
Yeah.
Literally.
Oh my God. I want a tournament.
Yep. Literally that. But I mean, in his defense, headspace wise, golf, repetition, having to switch your driver before a major championship. I don't know. I feel like that's a lot.
Spin zone. Scotty Scheffler had to change his driver too.
But Scotty just
and he won.
Like, I know. He's mature. He's mature.
Mature?
He's mature. He doesn't get rattled by that.
He's also
Rory
like 6
fragile.
years younger than Rory. I think. How old is Rory? Yeah, he is.
Definitely 30. He's so fragile, though.
He's a soft, gentle little Irishman. Dude, you won the Masters. This is like you're on like you finally did it, and then you're just gonna be like a total bitch for like. No, I don't want the attention. It's like, dude, you finally did it. Yeah. This is all like he could have shot a 100 every round. Mm-hmm. And they just would have been like, Rory, how's it feel to be like one of the 6 best golfers of all time?
I know. He would have been getting layups.
And he's like, no, I don't want to talk. No.
I feel like he was worried the questions were going to be coming about the driver during the Masters, though. And like then he just would have had
yeah. Well, that's going to help not have that be what we're thinking.
I know. It's like the no comment. Like, you know what I mean? Like everyone's suspicious when you say no comment.
Yeah. It's what's Bill Clinton, it depends what the definition of is. It's like, well, now you are guilty, dude. Like, what do you, you can't plead the fifth. Just, oh God. I mean, Scotty literally had the same thing.
I know, but they're 2 different golfers. It's predictable. It is. So
I can't believe it. I cannot, I've never seen like you finally did it. And then you just like, he's such a sensitive person. I can't believe he won the Masters.
I know.
Shout out. Even that's even And the way how hard was that?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yep. Like the way that he mentally was collapsing. I mean, maybe he just used all of his brain power at the Masters and he's like, I can't handle anything else that doesn't go my way for the rest of the year, which is relatable, honestly.
I don't know. I feel like I would have been like, I won. I would have just been like holding up my rings.
Yeah.
I would have brought the trophy with me.
Green jacket.
I would have played in a green jacket.
Yeah.
I would have been like, no. It's Grand Slam champion Rory McIlroy to you, actually.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But
that's golf. And Shane Lowry too. Bad week for the Irishman. Did you see him freaking out with his
Yeah.
ball marks, slamming
He knew Rory was off. Them, like, I don't know if you watched what is it called? That Netflix series? on them. I'm obsessed
Driver,
with
full
them
swing.
together. Yeah, their friendship is just like so adorable, I feel like. And I feel like
Mm.
he knew that Rory was having a meltdown. So like he was like, I have to melt down and try and take some of the edge off of him.
My fellow Irishman.
Yeah,
It
vibes
was
were not
ridiculous. No, no tact from either of them.
there. Mm-mm.
Sad day.
No.
And Max Homa melted down. A lot of meltdowns.
Yeah, that's why I like kind of love it about golf, though. Like I have meltdowns when I play golf, and I feel like when I get to see
my God.
the professionals having a meltdown, it validates me. Like I still have that image of Scotty at the Masters in the bush when he was like sitting on the ground having a temper tantrum. I'm like, when I'm playing bad at golf, I think of that, and I'm like, this is
Same
the best golf
girl
player in the world.
Yeah, we went not last weekend, the weekend before, or last Monday. I went to my first play golf for the first time at a golf tournament at the Otasaga. And and I've had 2 good years where I don't really update anybody on how I'm doing at golf. First of all, I suck at golf. Second of all, I've gotten better.
Okay.
And not by working that hard, just like I seem to have like just figured out some things that have stuck in my brain, so I'm not a horrendous golfer. We go out and we went out pretty late the night before, and it was a tournament sponsored with a lot of drinks on the course, a lot of drinks before the course. And I was in rough shape pretty much from the first tee box, and I played some of the worst golf of my life. Turns out it's not like beer pong where you get better. No. I started out past the line and just kept going. And so I get the meltdowns. I sat out for like 4 holes. And this was my first round of the year. I was so excited. And I was like, if I hit another fucking golf ball to nowhere, I'm going to throw my clubs out.
I've thrown a club. I've thrown a club or 2.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I threw a club. I threw a club.
Frequently I have. And apparently, like, I love when the professionals do it too. I know it's not good golf etiquette, but
oh, yeah. Wyndham Clark did it too. He almost killed somebody.
Yeah. Yes. Yep. Golf.
These guys, they're just like us.
They are a lot better, but just like us. So, well, that was, I think, all we have for the week. Lots of sports going on. Heat check. We'll close it out with that. I'll let you go first, Mike. I think we both took NBA games, and then we'll get Sasha's in on the graphic as well.
Let's see if we can middle this, Sarah, because our 2 bets are related, but we could both win.
We could both win.
I wish we had like an alarm that I could like sound right now. Let's see if I have any fun. I have no sirens on here. I could do this. Ready? Bad gambler alert. I am a bad gambler, so be careful when you listen to me right now. I will let you know when I am no longer a bad gambler. I'm still working it out with my therapist. I'm taking the Pacers plus 5.5 because they just won, and my brain is like, they're going to win again. So take the points. I'm probably wrong.
See, this is the difference between you and I, because I'm also a bad gambler right now.
Wait, then. It's a long drum roll.
For those following, I'm at $0 in DraftKings. I was trying to not have to ever put any money into it since getting the app almost 2 years ago, and I failed miserably. So gonna have to figure out how to get my bank account logged into this. But I might be holding off for a little bit on this because I don't know. I don't know if I'm even take this bet, but my brain automatically goes to Knicks loss in embarrassing fashion. They come back and win game 2. That's just how my brain works. That was a bad loss, very bad loss. The more we talked about it, I don't feel as confident about this, but I just feel like that's where I go. And there's not much else going on. I didn't feel like taking a hockey game. Baseball, I don't bet on baseball. So I had to lean into this one way. I feel like there is a world where we both could be right. And the Knicks
wouldn't that be, then we're no longer bad gamblers. Let's just say that.
No.
If we both win this, I really can't because I've made a promise to myself, but you need to put money into your DraftKings or your FanDuel.
Okay. I will.
I promise that I will shorten my hiatus from physically gambling by 1 week.
Okay. So anywhere in the middle. So Pacer, I feel like it's definitely could be a very close game that the Knicks pull out. And like we said, that's what I feel
Knicks
like
by 3, 2, 4.
Knicks hit the game
1.
Like that would be great. That would be great.
Who hits it? Call your shot.
Josh Hart.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'd like to see the odds on that one if that was there, but low.
I want Karl Anthony Towns just for all of the. Oh my god!
I was just thinking that, but I just can't even see him doing it. I just can't. He would just like combust. If he
Is
had to
like
hit the
kissing
green
his
water.
fingers and doing this,
Yeah.
talking with a New York accent.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yep.
God.
So, well, I
All
think
right.
we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's hope that we're both in so we can both be back next week or whenever you end your hiatus a week before that was going to happen.
It's none of anybody's business. It's a personal journey I'm on.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to come back strong. And thankfully, when we get to this part of the segment and I look at our notes here, I was 33-19-1 in the regular season of the NFL, everybody.
We just keep that at the bottom.
That's literally like,
it
should just say, Mike, don't kill yourself. You were 33-19-1.
I think Sasha just keeps it there literally as that friendly reminder from last year because there's
You're
nothing
okay.
else below it. There's nothing else below it.
Because Sasha, you hear me once a week. Sasha deals with me every day. And when it's bad, he just hears nothing but like, I'm done. This is ridiculous. I never want to gamble. I'm off the show. I quit. I'm going to quit my job, which I did. So this is a nice reminder. I was 33-19-1. That is my mantra. I will be back. Maybe after tomorrow.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. Alrighty. Well, everyone, thank you so much for listening. Recapping everything here. We talked a little bit of soccer. We went into the NBA conference finals, East and Western, with those crazy Eastern conference final game. The NFL, we touched on that a little bit with some updates on the news. Bill Belichick, Hard Knocks. Just waiting for football season to start at this point, really. Closing it out with some PGA talk. And then lastly, our heat check bets, which stay tuned because hopefully it's a good one this week. So thank you guys all for listening. We love you. We appreciate you. Please like, comment, share, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, all the podcast platforms. Again, we appreciate you guys.
Going old school. See if we get banned. If I can upload it.